Now let's start the discussion, and today we're going to discuss rotation motion. So I hope you are doing your preparation according to schedule. Now here rotational motion. Now rotational motion got classified into given classification like center of mass. Initially we will do, then impulse, then rigid body dynamics 1, rigid body dynamics 2, and I hope afterward you will feel uh, very connected and you can able to solve the problem of p by q as well. So here we can say the first topic, the center of mass, we're going to start off with. Now in center of mass, uh, you have already seen this is the problem number 1. Here those spheres were placed, fine, those spheres were placed according to the given situation, and you have to locate the center of mass. So this is a question of discrete body. Discrete system is when you can able to identify separately or center of masses. You have to locate all center of mass by using coordinate. Once you locate all center of mass, so only formula you supposed to use. Now here you can see, like, initially we can say after locating we can simply use the formula xcm and ycm. X, now for the sake of xcm, xcm is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 and so on divided by m1 plus m2 and so on. So by using this formula you can calculate the value of xcm, respectively you can calculate the ycm. Now one more clue for you, since it is symmetricity, like symmetricities exist here, we can say it look like the x coordinate and y coordinate once you calculate. So here what we can see, the y coordinate I have calculated in the same way you can calculate x coordinate as well. Clear? Y coordinate, x coordinate. Now second problem is, this is like two bodies they were given, and two bodies are in a contact with, these two bodies in a contact with each other. So when that these two bodies are contact with each other, so you can say center of mass of rectangular body and center of mass of spherical body, it will surely lie on their respective center, and once combine, if you are talking about the combine, it will shift it towards more mass. So as you know, the rectangle has a more mass, that's why the resultant center of mass shifted towards more towards the rectangle side. So here they were only asking about what is the resultant center of mass will be on which location actually. You can say where the mass will be more, it will shift it towards more rectangle side than a circle side. Now here few PYQs I have already classified into types: type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. So in your examination those are PYQs though, so this is very evident that all those four type of problems you are very if you'll do all the practice, so maybe in your examination you can come across these type of question. Now first is discrete problem. Now discrete problem, once again the three masses are kept at the three different points. So what you're supposed to do, you have to locate the coordinate, and once again you have to use the formula xcm is equal to m1 x1 m2 x2 upon m1 plus m2 and so on. By using this formula you can get your x coordinate and y coordinate. So this is very easy question, it was asked already in your JE. Now next, now once the problem it will going to ask, this is a continuous, that's why I have mentioned continuous mass problem. Now here you can also make it discrete body, like this is body number 1, this is body number 2. They have given the coordinates, so once the coordinate is given you can locate the C1 and C2. Clearly that C1 you can locate and C2 locate, and once again you will use the same formula that earlier I told you. By this way you can locate. Important thing, when a coordinate it is given, look at the coordinate, each and every coordinate they have mentioned, each and every coordinate they have mentioned. So you can just make the two shape of the body, this is first shape and this is second. You can say these are a compound body where we can locate the center of mass first individually, and then via formula we can calculate the resultant center of mass of this compound body. It will surely lie in between joining of the two lines. Clear? So let's talk about the third type. Third type, it is based on problem based on cavity. Here problem based on cavity, and in problem based on cavity you can see like the whole sphere is there and plus some cavity it will cut it out. So I would say this is the situation. So always remember, you can, whatever the cavity that is getting out, you have to draw the situation in the given manner. Like they have given O1 is a center, C is a center of the given sphere, this is a center C, and G they have given the resultant center of mass. So kindly make whole circle first and then a sphere that is cut out from the given sphere, and we can consider that particular mass that is getting out is a negative mass, and this is the complete mass. So once you will put this negative mass, so what will happen, plus minus it will turn to 0, so it will turn to the cavity. So what you supposed to do, to how many bodies you have, body number 1 whole, body number 2 cavity, and the third point is the resultant center of mass where it is lying. So resultant center of mass value we are already knowing, and these two bodies center of mass we can, like this is to already 0, so this term will be 0, and this term, this is a C origin, with respect to origin this is this much distance apart. So if we calculate the value, we can put at x2, and after subtracting the mass, here the calculation of mass is also important. So mass will be of three type, either linearly distributed or areally distributed or volume distributed. So here we can see the mass is, if this is a disk, so we can say areally distributed. If it is a solid sphere, volume distribution, and if it is a hollow sphere, areal distribution take place. So I hope you will surely attempt this problem, cavity based. Now the fourth type is, it is based on we can say linear mass. I told you the mass will be of three type: linear mass, areal mass denoted by sigma, and volume mass. Volume distribution, areal distribution, length distribution, areal distribution, and volume distribution. So by this way you can calculate first, because here we will going to use the formula xcm and YCM. XCM is X into dm. Dm is uh, differential mass that we will consider, and its location with respect to some fixed point, like a fixed point x distance I have assumed. But usually uh, whatever the body we will assume, uh, firstly we locate the center of mass of dm. Fine. So that problem we will surely discuss after. Right now I'm focused on the given problem. So the rod dm and x we have assumed. Now we have to calculate dm. For the sake of dm, what you supposed to do, like dm, basically dm is equal to rho density they have given multiply by dx. Since density is mass per unit length, that is rho x we have already given, and what we supposed to do, we have to multiply by dx to get the complete mass. So dm value we have to put in the given formula and integrate, and integration has to be done by 0 to L. 0 to L. So once you integrate, now you can easily achieve the center of mass, and as you have seen the center of mass, it surely comes out to be where? It will comes out to be the center of the mass will be lie at the center once the mass is uniformly distributed. But here distribution is linearly valid, it will not lie at the center, but it will be lie somewhere towards the more x. Let's say it will be lie here because x is linearly vary with x. So more density is over the right part than the left part. So center of mass surely lie at this point. So this is the 4 type. So you better to revise these 4 type more frequently, like PYQ if you have. So these 4 type of problem, like this discrete mass, continuous mass, or we can say compound body, once aerially got joined with each other, linearly got joined with each other, and this is a cavity base. This is very important, and this is continuous shape. Now I have taken few example for the sake of your convenience. Let's say these two body, like cavity we have earlier seen, this is also a type. In cavity based problem, always you have to pick point number 1, 2 and 3. Point number 1 means whole body. The whole body center of mass always consider located at 0 comma 0. Clear? This is complete body. 2 is whatever cavity it is taken out, you have to locate the center of mass of that cavity, and you have to calculate the mass as well. So this is body number 2, and body number 3 is the resultant. Now resultant body's center of mass you have to locate. So you always remember cavity type 3 point you have to remember. Body number 1 complete, 2, and always remember complete body, the center of mass will be 0 comma 0 you have to consider. Fine. And 2 is the point where cavity body's shape, like here the spherical or circular. The body 3, when the cavity is not there, center mass surely shifted, so that is the center of mass of the resultant body. So here you can see, like if the body center of mass exactly lies at this point, so we can say the cavity mass here we have assumed as m double dash x2, and the resultant body we have assumed as, like here cavity m1 x1 and body's resultant body mass is m double dash x2. So maybe sometime x1 asked, maybe sometime x2 asked. You have to be very specific about the mass value calculation. Now I already told you the mass will be distributed into 3 types: linearly, aerially and volume. So respectively you can put the value. If you have any doubt, you can ask afterward or commenting. Now this is once again cavity based problem. So this problem I have solved already. Now you can check out. I told you 3. This is third point. This is point number 1, the complete body, and you can see complete body, the center of mass is located at 0. Now since 2 cavities were there, so you can say this is body number 2 and 2, the 2 cavities though there. So this is a third part, this is the first part, and this is the second part, how many cavities were there. Accordingly you have to put all the values. So I thought calculation you can check, and if you have any difficulty again you can make a comment. I'll resolve your doubt afterward. Now this is once again, this is based on frame based. No, this problem, it is required the geometry. If you are very good in geometry, how many shape are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 4 different shapes. Once they get combined, you have to calculate the center of mass of it. So if you can able to locate the all bodies center of mass, clear, like here we can say center of mass of respective bodies. If you locate quickly and get the coordinate, so once again you have to use that formula that we are using quite frequently. This is the formula that we are talking about. After locating, you can directly use the formula and get your answer. Now once again, this is the problem that is, once again I told you this is type number body number 1, body number 2, and the resultant will be lie center of mass somewhere. That what you need to calculate. Now usually they have given the resultant always point number 1, point number 2, and point number 3. Point number 1 total body, point number 2 what cavity it is drawn, or the given shape, like here the two shape were there. Shape number 1 is a square, shape number 2 is triangle. So this is second case, and 3 is resultant. Like once we are looking for the resultant body, the resultant body center of mass, where it will be got located. So these 3 points once you consider a compound body, so you can calculate the, like in this given problem, body number 1, the body number, here we have calculated first mass, and then using the coordinate philosophy we have calculated the center of mass of the resultant body. So please have a look. I have already done the solution. If you have any problem, once again you can ask. So I thought these problems will really guide you in a great way, and this is a video number 1. I'll simultaneously upload next videos that I have mentioned in the given sequence. So most important thing is you better to remember these 4 type number 1, type number 2, type number 3, and type number 4. And you better to focus only those points, and this will surely just give you the cutting edge, so you can get the good marks. And of course you can pick the correct option if any doubt and any dilemma regarding the selection of the correct option are concerned. So please revise, and we will once again meet next time. Till then, take care and stay healthy.